Mike is good? Okay.
Daren, how's everyone feeling after the T20 and ODI series?
Yeah, obviously the series, we created so many opportunities to win. When I look at the 7 games that were played, we were in contention to win 5 of them. We let it slip away, but credit must go to New Zealand, how they've made home a fortress. But I was quite impressed with the positives that we had coming out of that series. Now, the test match arena, and Jerome just whispered to me something we've not won here since 1995. I'm thinking that's about 30 years, so we have a challenge on our hands. But I was just seeing these guys prepared. The intensity at training today is something that we've spoken about, and to see the immediate reaction to the things that we want to see. The practice session was quite good, so I'm quite happy with the way the preparation is going.
You mentioned 1995, and the last time you guys had a test tour here was 2020.
Yeah, COVID test.
Yeah. Both games lost 9 innings. I mean, have you talked about wanting to I guess right a lot of the wrongs from that series?
Yeah, I think the key is, first, in order to win, you must be able to compete. And we have to compete. I'm just watching the Ashes. The test matches went probably 2 days. So, it's not only West Indies. Then I watched a test match in South Africa, in India. I didn't think it went into the 3rd day either. We came from India. We pushed India into a 5-day test, something that has not been done in a while in India. So we might not have the numbers behind us coming into New Zealand, but I think the mindset that we have here and what we're trying to create is good, and it boils down to execution. A word I've been using from my career, my playing days, my captaincy days. You execute well here in New Zealand. One thing we've shown over here, we challenge them. In the T20 series, in the ODI series, I don't think the result reflected on how we played. So again, it's the test series. Being able to survive and challenge the new ball, with both bat and ball, and being able to make critical decisions or better decisions under pressure. These are things that we talk about, and we have our KPIs in the test arena. And again, the mentality I saw at practice, the guys coming over, it's just been brilliant.
You mentioned about, a lot of those positives to take from India, and I think it was even back early 2024 Australia. You're able to bowl the Aussies out at under 200 a lot.
Yeah.
Do you feel the team's heading in the right direction, and what does the West Indies need to do to get back to those heydays of the 80s and 90s?
Over the last 2 years, we've had a bowling lineup that could take you 20 wickets. I think that's the first step. Yes, we are a little bit hindered by, the injury to Alzari Joseph and Shamar Joseph, 2 of the guys who've been very critical in those aspects of the game where we could bowl our teams. But we got some young blood, eager to go. And before they got here, they were in a 3-week camp in Antigua at the academy, putting in the work and starting to prepare on how we want to play. Yes, from a bowling standpoint, yes, obviously with the batters, that has been a challenge for us, and we continue to, find the different skill set in the personnel that we select to be able to execute the roles. And that's the conversation we continue to have. The way we prepare is all get towards how we want to play. So it's marrying those skill set, the preparation, and the confidence required to now transform that into the game. So I'm looking forward to it. When I took on the job, I look at, wow, Australia in the Caribbean, India in India, and then New Zealand. This is probably going to be 3 of the most challenging, test series that I'll have. Anyone would have starting as a coach. So I understand the mission, and we will continue to work towards getting better.
What's the mentality? What are you hoping you can achieve from these 3 tests?
Obviously, to win. We come here to win, and like I said earlier, to win you must compete, and winning have some characteristics that you need to have in order to be able to win. Performance is one of that, or well, good performances. You know, you need from everyone on board. Understanding the threat that New Zealand pose at home. Like we said, it's the reason why we've not won here for a long time, but it's not impossible. And that's the mission, that's the word I'm going to drive with the men. Preparation backed by attitude and mentality could create performance, and that's what we're trying to do.
And just lastly, I mean, what are you hoping to hone in on, or what do you see as some of the keys for success in New Zealand? Obviously, places like Christchurch and Wellington, they can be quite spicy.
Look, like we saw in the, I thought the difference in the games we've played so far has been the new ball. The new ball, we challenge them with the new ball, and they challenge us even more with the new ball. So as a batting group, we must be able to force the new ball, force a second new ball. You're doing that in any test match cricket. You set a platform. You know, getting that big first inning score is also important. So you're not catching or trying to catch the 8 ball in the second inning. So a big first inning score is important. And with the ball, you must be able to take 20 wickets. That's the first objective, and trusting the process. The process I can't tell you because I'll give you my game plans, but we have to be very diligent and very consistent. You know, we spoke in the team. We had a nice little team activity, and we came up with, you know, some really good core values, you know, that will allow, when we practice, when we off the field, when we on the field, if we stick to these core values of the team, it will force us to change. And that change, I hope, could bring the consistency and success that we're looking for.
Have you got a game plan for Kane Williamson?
Yeah, we sure do. We sure do. You know, I mean, he's a quality player, you know, and these guys, you've got to be very diligent and precise on the plan, but most importantly, the execution. You know, and we're ready for the challenge. You know, I think he's grown to be a top player. You know, scores in all conditions. But you know, New Zealand, we're not gonna focus on one person. We need to get 20 wickets. Kane Williamson is only one. We need 19 more in order to win the test match. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks,